According to a recent study, 1 in every 6 couples trying to conceive battle infertility problems. The success rates of all infertility treatments are determined by the quality of a woman's eggs. When a woman is of advanced reproductive age, the chances of conceiving with her own eggs are dramatically reduced. But with the use of a donor egg, her chances of conceiving are equal with a woman in her 20s in the peak of her fertility. In the past, few patients chose donor egg treatments because it was extremely expensive and required up to a year's wait for a donor. Today, revolutionary donor egg treatment options have removed those barriers and allowed many more couples the opportunity to pursue parenthood.
When we're faced with fertility problems, the goal is to provide the simplest, easiest treatment that will work in the shortest period of time. And there's always a balancing act between trying to, get that right. However, when you're dealing with egg issues, there are very limited options. The only really viable option is to use a younger egg donor, and therefore you're able to obtain high quality eggs and prepare the woman's uterus to be receptive. The need for donor egg depends on the woman's age. So women under the age of 37, it's fairly rare that they need donor egg. Between 37 and 40, maybe 10 to 20% would need donor egg. Over 40, about 75+% will need egg donation.
This is Shady Grove Fertility Center, the largest fertility and IVF center in the country. With 13 full-service offices throughout the metropolitan areas of Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, and patients from all 50 states. Established in 1991, Shady Grove Fertility has evolved into a world leader in the development and refinement of the clinical procedures and scientific techniques used to help bring over 27,000 babies into the world.
When we started the IVF program 20 years ago, I was very optimistic that things would go well. We really focused on the patient, and every issue was based on what the best outcome for the patient would be. And we've never deviated from that. If any controversial issue, if any decision comes up, we go back to that basic approach of what will be the best outcome for the patient. And it's the right way to practice medicine, it's good for the patient, and it's good for the practice in terms of developing.
In 1993, Shady Grove Fertility pioneered the Shared Risk 100% Refund Program, helping more people afford treatment by offering up to 6 IVF treatments and a 100% refund if a baby is not delivered. In 2008, Shady Grove Fertility combined shared risk with shared donor. The Shared Donor Program allows patients to share the eggs from a donor with 1 to 2 other couples anonymously, without compromising success rates for individual patients.
The donor egg and gestational carrier team is a team of physicians, nurses, clinical and administrative support staff that are dedicated to working with couples working with either an egg donor or a gestational carrier. We recruit women between the ages of 21 and 31 to complete an extensive medical and personal questionnaire for us, and then we start the medical and psychological screening process for them. We will receive over 3,000 applicants a year, and we will accept about 8% of those applicants. The beauty of the program is it breaks down 2 big barriers, which are cost and availability of egg donors.
Sharing donor eggs is very effective and very successful. Certainly safe, as is any donor egg, but the ability for Shady Grove Fertility to work with and try to treat many patients, and in order to effectively give patients choices for the donors, to effectively manage a very precious resource, the donors themselves, and provide a much lower pricing for donor egg. The Shared Donor Egg program satisfies all of those, and it's quite successful.
I had just turned 42, Michael and I had met, we had gotten serious, we were going to get married, we decided to have a baby. I went to see my OBGYN and she tested the egg quality and basically told me that I would have a hard time conceiving naturally and referred me to the Shady Grove Fertility Clinic.
This is a donor egg, this is not Marina's egg. And the idea is that you want to fall in love with having a family, not with a donor. It's not her genes, it's not her egg, but it's our child.
As we are better able to culture embryos and freeze eggs, it opens up new opportunities. One of the most exciting is egg freezing. So we can now freeze a donor's eggs, we can freeze a woman's own eggs, and I think that makes treatment a lot easier. We can do the IVF cycle on the donors and freeze the eggs, and that will allow the recipients to select the frozen eggs and at their convenience be able to proceed with the cycle.
We don't meet many doctors or nurses that have the compassion that we experienced here.
The experience was exceptional, and we've continued to talk about that experience and share it with our friends who are literally all around the world to say this is what we experienced at Shady Grove Fertility.
It's a rare privilege, and ultimately it's a one-on-one with a couple that I enjoy most. So the experience of going through everything that I did with Michael and Marina, helping them navigate the problems and issues that they faced and help them come to a resolution and then achieve success, is truly fantastic.
Shady Grove Fertility has one of the highest pregnancy rates and delivery rates as well, and one of the lowest multiple pregnancy rates in the country. Something we work on and are very proud of every day.
The vast majority of patients can be successfully treated. Getting good advice and good information is what's needed.
You can make the dream of parenthood a reality. If you've undergone other unsuccessful advanced fertility treatments but would still like to pursue having a child, learn more about the donor egg treatment option at Shady Grove Fertility Center, where families begin. For more information, go to shadygrovefertility.com or call the number on your screen.